Yo, what is up? It is me again, and basically today I'm doing something kind of fun. I pulled up a bunch of random questions from the internet. I'm basically going to answer them. I think they're supposed to be entertaining questions. Who knows if they are or not, because I have not read them yet. I'm kind of just randomly picking them on the internet. But basically, that's what I'm doing. Skate update. I got rock and roll down. I think that's pretty much it. Not much has been going on besides school, which is boring, but it's slightly easier because I had 5 classes, but 3 of them were 7 week semester as opposed to 14 weeks. So that is the good news. I am done with 3 of them, so I only have 2. I have also been working, which is fine. Do I always want to go to work? No, but I kind of like my job, so that's a plus. I think a lot of people hate their job. And you know what? Maybe I'll make a podcast about that at some point. My experience with having jobs. Alright, I'm going to get straight into the questions. This shouldn't be too long of a podcast, but I don't know. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first question is, what are the crazy adventures you want to try in your life? Oh, it's funny. I was thinking about this the other day, and I always wanted to live in Hawaii because I think I've talked about this before. I love to surf, and Hawaii's got like really big waves, and I would just like to learn to shred some big waves, and I just think it would be a lot of fun. I love surfing. I love being in the ocean. I've grown up surfing. I know I'm not great at it, but I still enjoy it. And, it'd be kind of cool to move somewhere where I could live close to the beach and have some decent waves to surf. Currently, I live in Florida, and the West Coast does not have any waves. In the East Coast, we get good waves sometimes, but, they're just kind of not very big, often choppy. So that's the adventure I would like to do. Move to Hawaii, preferably near the ocean, and probably go surfing every day. I know that's unrealistic, but I'm just answering a question. So, alright, so next question. What is your favorite smell? Damn, that is a hard question. You know what? I'm going to pause this and think about that for a second. Okay, I came back with an answer. I have a coconut candle, and in general, I just love the smell of coconut. Anything that has a tropical smell, I also like, but I think my top favorite's coconut. However, I used to have this Bath and Body Works body spray, and it was the bourbon smell, and I kind of dig that too. So I don't know, that's a tough one. I think it's between coconut and bourbon. Alright, so next question is, how many beers do I think I'd be able to consume? And that is a good question. Well, I can tell you, like, the most I've ever had was probably in the range of 10 to 15, followed by other drinks, and I lost count. But I tell you what, I definitely paid for that, and I was on the toilet for 3 or 4 hours, gagging and throwing up, and it sucked. And the next day or two was not great. I would not do that again, but that's probably the most. Somewhere in the 10 to 15 range, including other beverages. I remember it was at a party, and I was also having shots, and I just completely lost control of myself and my drinking consumption and what I was drinking. And I thought, that night I was invincible. I was around 18, I think. When you're that young, you just kind of don't think about the consequences, especially when it comes with alcohol, because you're young, you don't really have much experience with it. Your brain's still developing, blah blah blah. So you kind of you that's how you learn to handle it. Is, I guess, you get smashed and get sick and then regret it, and then when you do it a few times, it kind of really sets into you. Okay, I really need to watch it, or I'm gonna have to face the music. Next question is, what would you do if you had $1 million? And I think what I would do is save and invest it. So if you have $1 million, and just say you decide to save about 20%, which is 200,000, and usually you get around, I think it's like 2% interest rate for your bank holding it. So hold on, let me do the math. I think it's 4,000? Let me check. Alright, I put in my calculator. It's 4,000. That's $4,000 just going in your account for your bank holding it. And investing it with stocks and stuff, you can, once you have that much money, it's easier to make a lot more money. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would figure out how to save and invest it. The rest of it, I'd probably buy stuff I like a house I really want, or cool vacations, stuff like that. A half pipe to skate on, like a big one, like a mega ramp, 10 to 15 feet at least. Okay, so the last question is, what are your funniest childhood memories? I don't know what they would be. Oh wait, I got one. And I don't know if it's like the funniest one, but it's definitely one of them. So when I was little, I used to like to flush stuff down the toilet for fun. Like toys, nail polish, I don't know, a hairbrush, whatever I could find. And one time the toilet was clogged up, and my dad had to figure out why it was clogging. And obviously he found a bunch of toys in there and figured out it was me. So one day I took one of my toys and I was going to flush it down the toilet. As he was fixing it, I went like right in there and was gonna flush it down there, and he saw me do it. And yeah, let's just say I got a big spanking. But now I laugh about it because I was like 2 or 3, and I vaguely remember this, but I remember it more because they tell me the details of it. My parents tell me all the details of it and what actually went down. And yeah, it's a funny memory I have because I do remember flushing stuff down the toilet. All right, so those are my 5 questions. I just want to let you know I made a Facebook page and Instagram page, and they are both called Al Speak.